Hello there, I'm Sarah, and welcome to this quick chair yoga session to mark International Day of Yoga and also the summer solstice in the Northern Hemisphere, where I am today. So, we're just going to be working in any kind of chair. I've got a sort of dining room chair here, and anything like that that works for you, and just take things at your own pace, see how you get on. So let's begin by sitting up nice and tall on your seat. And then I'm going to invite you to close your eyes or look away from the screen and bring one hand onto your chest, sort of above your heart, and the other hand onto your belly. And first of all, just turning the attention inwards, checking in with how you're feeling today. And then noticing as your chest and your belly move underneath your hands as you breathe in and out. And I want to invite you to notice that life force inside you. That breath, maybe noticing your heartbeat, maybe a sense of warmth under your hands. That prana, that life force. And I just want to plant the seed that all of the energy that is keeping your body going is ultimately derived from the sun. We are made of stardust and powered by sunlight. And that on summer solstice seems like a very appropriate place to begin. So take one last deep breath here. And then let's drop the hands and open the eyes or lift your head back up. So let's begin with a little movement, and let's start by turning the head from side to side. You can coordinate this with the breath if you want to, or just take a little bit of stretch from side to side. And then once you've done a sort of even number to both sides, then just bring the head back to center. And then let's reach the arms out to the sides, really reach them out. Here we say a bit like the angel of the north, maybe reaching the palms back a little way. And then I'm going to invite you to wrap your arms around and give yourself a hug. And the theme for International Yoga Day this year is Yoga for Humanity, and thinking about all the ways that yoga can help to support individuals and also the wider world and all the challenges that we face. And so with this hug, I want to encourage you to think about the ways that yoga can help support you. A little time for yourself, a little bit of self-compassion. And then let's reach the arms out wide. I had the right arm on top there. Whichever arm you had on top, let's switch and bring the opposite arm on top, giving yourself another little hug here. So again, just a little bit of self-compassion, a little bit of self-care to start us off, meeting yourself where you are. And then let's reach the arms out again. Nice big stretch there. Oh, and then let's drop the arms down. Now let's take some shoulder rolls. Now you can do one shoulder and the other like I'm doing, or maybe take both of them together, taking the shoulders up, round, whichever one feels right to you. And then let's turn the shoulders, bring them in the opposite direction. So you probably went backwards first, so just roll the shoulders forwards now. Maybe taking one shoulder and then the other. Nice. Okay. So from here, let's come into a little bit of spinal flexion. So I'm just turning my chair to the side so that you can see what I'm doing. You can stay where you are. And then come into the edge of your chair, sitting up nice and tall. And then we'll begin by rocking forwards on the pelvis, bringing the chest forwards, maybe lifting the head to look up the wall in front of you, or maybe kind of towards the ceiling, depending on your neck. And then let's flip it to the opposite movement. So rocking back on the pelvis, tucking the chin in, rounding through the spine and curling the head and all the way forwards. Let's take a couple more movements like that. So on your next inhale, we'll rock forward in the pelvis, arch through the spine, lift the head up. And as you exhale, we'll tuck the chin in and rock back and round through the spine. Let's take one more here, lifting the head up. And then exhaling, curling in, tucking the chin round. Nice. And then let's come back to center. So from here, let's just take a little back bend. So staying seated towards the front of the mat here, just bring your hands around behind you, and where your hands land will depend on your body and on your chair, but you might get them to the sides of the chair, you might bring them to the seat of the chair, maybe to the back, depending on what you've got. Just see what feels right for you. But then think about really opening the shoulders back and round, bringing the shoulder blades together and opening up here across the chest. Maybe lifting the chin to look up the wall, maybe up towards the ceiling, but then really bringing a little bit of an arch into the back here. So we warmed up with those cat cows. Now just take a bigger back bend, a little bit of a opening for the shoulders as well. Nice. And then let's gently come back up. And then let's take it into a counter pose, so a forward fold this time. So maybe bringing the feet a little bit wider apart, maybe bring the feet a little bit forward as well for a bit of extra stability if you need that. And then let's reach up first of all, getting some length in the sides of the body. And then shift your weight forwards. And let's start by bringing the elbows onto the knees or the hands onto the knees just to support you. And really thinking about lengthening forwards first of all, and then allowing the crown of the head and the shoulders to round forwards, maybe bringing the elbows to the knees here for support. Or if you want to go down a little bit further, you can bring your hands down to the floor. But what the important thing here is to really just tuck the chin in and let the back of the neck lengthen, let the weight of the head hang down. Really stretch out through the back. And then let's slowly, using the hands on the knees, to push you back up, coming back up to sitting. And walk the feet back in together if you've had a little bit wider apart. And then again, we're still staying towards the edge of the seat here. Let's just take a little bit of spinal twist, one of my favorite things to do on a chair. So we'll bring the right hand across to the left knee and then bring the left hand around. And again, it'll land somewhere on the chair, depending on your body and your chair. Just see where you end up. And then again, think about leading with the shoulder. So the shoulder really brings the torso around to the side. And maybe you just look to the side, or maybe if you want, you can turn your head or your gaze over that left shoulder. Think about really lifting and lengthening through the crown here. And journeying into your twist. And then let's unravel, come back to center, and we'll repeat that over to the other side. So this time bringing the left hand across to the right knee. The right hand comes around behind and lands somewhere on the chair, depending on your body. Opening out across the right side of the chest, turning the head to the side, or maybe some way sort of behind you, but just see what works for your neck. We're using that left hand on the right knee as a little bit of leverage here. And as you inhale, lengthening up through the crown. As you exhale, maybe going a little bit deeper into the twist, but not overdoing it, just really enjoying it. And let's unravel. Bring it back to center. Just going to turn around to look at you again. And then let's finish just by checking back in with how you're feeling. So sitting up nice and tall, maybe closing the eyes again or looking down away from the screen, and just noticing how you feel after that little sequence. And bringing our thoughts again to that theme of International Yoga Day, which is yoga for humanity, and thinking about how that yoga has made you feel, and then by extension, how other people might feel if they had the opportunity to share in the benefits of yoga. And so let's take a little meditation exercise to just think on that a little bit more. And I want to bring you back. You can bring your hands onto your heart if you want to, and bring you back to that idea of your body being powered by sunlight on this solstice day. And noticing your body, your energy, your life force under your hands. And then I want you to imagine a circle, bright, warm light, starting in the middle of your chest and expanding outwards. And as it expands outwards, that warm light fills the whole body with a sense of both energy and also peace, calm. And I want you to imagine that circle of light extending out beyond your body, reaching far out beyond your body and touching the people around you, maybe your family, your friends, the people in your community. Imagining that light and that energy reaching even further, your town, your city, your country, and eventually imagining that warm, calm, but energetic light encompassing the whole world and everybody in it, sending out your love and your life force into the world. So let's take one last nice deep breath together, opening the eyes again, bringing the hands to your heart. And I wish you a happy solstice, a happy International Yoga Day. And I hope that yoga continues to bring a little bit of magic into your life. Thank you.